Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. We are going to put together a few cards today. I have been working on these cards for at least a couple of weeks and have not gotten one finished. And this is my little stack, my little project stack. But first, we are going to look at some Happy Mail. And a package, some really Happy Mail. Let's see, what did I do with it? So I have been taking part in Allie Cope's card swap every month. And Sharon Powell sent me this fabulous card. It says, "Just Chicken In." And you open it, and look at that. Isn't that marvelous? So it says, "Hey Chick" and "Hello Chickadee." It's got all these chickens across here. So that was my mail this week. I was so happy to get it too. It came at just the right time. And then Spellbinders is, of course, having yet another sale. Jim Eber was telling me about it he sent me a message. However, I can't blame this on him because I had already found the sale before he messaged me. So this is what I got. So let's set that aside. And get my scissors again. Oh, sorry. Y'all are probably like, I'm just right in your face now, aren't I? So this is Gilding Flakes, Luna Silver. Now on here it says Mica Flakes. And those are much smaller than my gild. I would have sworn on the... I kind of hate these little containers. They're clear and you can't hardly read what they say. It says you can add these to embossing powder. Interesting. Let's open them up. See, oh, that's very staticky. I'm not going to put my finger in there. I'm sure they'll fly all over the place. That's going to be interesting to use, and I'm sure you could use them just like you do Gilding Flakes. And I got this black modeling paste, which I have, I don't think I have any black. I think Brutus Monroe has a black paste, like sparkly, and I can't remember if I have that one. But I do not have any, and I really like this Crafters Workshop. I like their pastes. I've just got a couple. Next, I got this Stampin' Die bundle. I love the look of this. And I don't really have anything much. I have a few Dylusions items, and it was the bundle, and it wasn't much. The prices are not on my little ticket that's in the package, so I can't tell you for sure, but it was not expensive. And I'm going to keep it in here until I get ready to use it. It's a nice package, actually. And my full price item, and this is actually what I went on there to find anyway before I saw all the clearance stuff, is this Simon Hurley Layered Cascading Dots stencil. I saw him use this, and I really like it. Sorry for my lighting. I don't know why it keeps flashing brighter and dimmer. So anyway, I really like this. You can see it goes from bigger to smaller dots. And I just like the look of that. I have several dot type stencils. I don't have anything like this. So anyway, that was my big purchase. And this is going to be sort of a Pink and Main and Sweet Miss Daisy segment here to make these cards. I don't know if I shared these cards with you that I had made. I purchased from Sweet Miss Daisy this stamp set because I love this bundle of flowers. And she also has a matching paper pad. I love it. I immediately sat down. I might have shared this with y'all on another video, but you know, my memory, I can't remember. And some of you may not have seen that. So this is the paper pad. Let me just look at it real quick. And she is on Etsy. sweetmissdaisy.etsy.com. These are the papers, and I used one of these sheets. I used one of these sheets to make my cards. And these are double-sided. Love these flowers. And the opposite side of these is, each one is a different color of this little cross or star pattern. See, it's more of these flowers, and they just come in a variety. Isn't that lovely? And then that same little collection. And I have used several pieces out of here. Well, I won't say several, a few. One of these will just barely fit in one of these little 6x6 envelopes. I get these off Amazon. So these are nice. And on these cards, I use this. I love having you as my friend sentiment. I used the B stamp, and I used this little sort of background stamp. So, and there's a happy birthday, miss you, love you, thank you, number 587. Time spent with you is all the therapy I need, and a little figure 3 stamp. So I have some thinner cardstocks, which I used for these layers. This one is where all around here I stamped this little stamp here. I put some pops of color. Let's see, let me hold it up here. Maybe you can see some of the sparkle in there. Sparkle just never seems to pick up very well on camera, does it? But anyway, the sentiment. This was a button that I cut the shank off of that came from, oh gosh, Dress It Up buttons, I think. And then I forgot to put a lighter piece of paper on the inside, so when I send this off, I'll just probably put a Post-it note on here, but I used the B stamp and a piece of that paper. And I used another strip. Let's see if I can use that. I used another strip, and I'll put my stamp on here, my personalized stamp. This one, I did not use the little background stamp. I just left this plain. It's basically the same card. I did remember to put my piece of paper on the inside, and the B stamp, another little piece of that paper, and another piece here. I started doing this Anna over at good Lord, Sweet Miss Daisy. She does this. She'll use some of the leftovers on the back of her card, which is really nice. It just adds a little something to it, and it helps use up your pattern paper. And I use some of this paper from her for some of the cards we're doing today. What is the name of this? Does it have the name on here? And I'm saving those scraps for another card. These are going to go in a card front. Meow. So, and I cut that out of the wrong color, so that's going to go on another card. But this is some cute. Let's zoom in a little bit again. And out a little bit. Focus. Just real cute little kitty cats, balls of yarn, cheese, a dish with fish bones in it, little mouse. Oops. Too far. There's kitty cat faces, fish bones, paw prints, balls of yarn, More kitty cat faces, a different color background. More fish bones on purple. Stripes. And this is that, just like that first page, except with a different color background. Purple yarn balls. So that's what we have here. These scraps. See if I can get this back in the package. Yeah, it'd be easier if I would just take that stuff right out of there. And put the paper back in. And put these pieces in. Did I bring these stamp sets over here? No. No, I did not. Okay. I'm using this Pink and Main die. This is really nice. These dies came in my advent calendar. Yeah, this was day 8 of the advent calendar last year. So far, I would say for the money, the Pink and Main advent calendar has been the best value for me. I used this Gigi die from Sweet Miss Daisy. Just the cutest kitty cat. Yes, I was talking about you. So she's just as cute as she can be. There's a couple of bees in this set. I didn't use the bees. There's so many. Yes, I love you. Thank you. Yes, I need. You're wet. Rain must have blown in on the screened-in porch. I'm kind of busy here. I'll let. Ow! Don't bite my chin. Beat it. Go on. Psst, psst. Hey, get down. Get down. Excuse me, I'm talking to people here. Get down. Anyway, sorry about that. So many thoughtful things you do. I'm glad I've got a friend like you. A hi, and thanks for being you. So, and I printed off some of the samples that were on the website of the coloring. Sometimes I just find, I don't know, I feel like it's helpful. And the last order that I got of the kitty cat stamps, she sent me, she always sends a little thank you for your order. And I got this cute sticker, which I may use on an envelope as a seal, or I may put it in my journal. And she sent me these 2 paw prints. Like, can you see those? And I got some lobster claws. I need to get a silver one instead of that bronzy one. But anyway, I am going to attach these lobster claws on here and with a jump ring and put them on my, I just recently got a new case for my colored pencils. It's kind of a big chunky thing because I wanted something I could put almost all my colored pencils in. This is one, this came in my Tailored Expressions advent calendar, this little rainbow. But anyway, this is my colored pencil holder, and it holds practically all the pencils I have. So anyway, I think I showed that off before. Let me see real quick if I can find these stamp sets. They should be right up front here. Yes, here's that one and that one. I don't see my Sweetness Daisy ones though. So I don't know where they are. They're probably on my cart over here, which is the most horrible mess. Think in Maine this year has, every month they have a special stamp set, and it's been a kitty cat. Last year, every month was a different little dog, and this year it's cats. So I used this stamp set here. This was from May. I hope your day is perfect. My thoughts are with you. What's Mew friend? And you have my heart. And it's tulips. The kitty cat's rolling around in tulips. This was from March. And I ordered these two. I wish I had the dies, but they were out of the dies. I'll be your umbrella on a rainy day. It's got little water raindrops. And the kitty cat in the umbrella with a puddle of water. And this one I got as a freebie in my order, I believe. And then I ordered the die set to go with it. This was April. No, which one did I get? Maybe it was the May. Yeah, I got the May one, I think. Yes, as because my order was enough that I got that. And then this says, I ordered these. Nothing stacks up to you, and you're literally perfect. So that will be cute because I work at the library to make like some cards for the staff or to send out to friends. So a couple of those we are working with today. Sorry I walked off so far, but I'm kind of looking to see if I put those. Well, so much for being organized, but anyway. So here is this cute little, here's the kitty cat and the umbrella. I watercolored him on watercolor paper. I did use my one of my silver gel pens for the umbrella handle and the tip. So there's that. And I didn't get my background piece of paper out. Well, dolt. Okay. I would have sworn I got a piece of paper out for that. I'll get one now. Get a light glue. Okay, sorry. So much for being organized ahead of time and getting all my pieces together. Okay. So I'm just going to do a quick stenciling of a little background here. Whoops, helps if I don't if I don't make it rain upside down. It probably works better. And I'm not even going to get my sticky mat out. I'm just going to go old school here and use a piece of tape. I really should get some of the washi tapes I don't use and use them like for this stenciling. I had to wash this brush earlier because it was a little bit crusty. And I'm using Distressed Oxide Stormy Sky for this card. And I do keep a separate set of brushes for pigment inks and for these distressed oxides. And I only have I say a few. I've got like 24 of these distress oxides. So I don't have as many brushes for these as I do for my dye inks. And I've just got a few different pigment colors, most of which were gifted to me by a friend. There we go. I'm going to cut this down just a little bit because I want a border on my card. But first, I am going to just a little bit on here. Okay, let me cut this down again. I like to usually wait to cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4, because that way if I mess up anywhere, I've got a little bit I can cut off. It gives me a chance to fix it. Like actually over here, I didn't get that stenciled very well. And I'm not going to go, it's going to be a little bit bigger than 4 by 5 1/4. I just have a little white border on my card. Cut that down. Well, I'm going to glue this on first before I cut it down. Yes. You sure are needy today. And okay, you know, I can't see what I'm doing here. Which I don't know that might be an improvement. Yes, ouch, you're so wonderful. You're biting today. Now, no, it's not time. It's not even close. Not even close. Let's see. Let me make this straight on here. I'm going to glue the kitty cat down first. It looks pretty straight. I'm not going to pop him up because I want him to be on there even with that strip. I'm sorry, I can't even see what I'm doing here. I'll get this whole making a video thing down pat someday. Okay, now let's put our little strip on. Now, do I want to trim that off, or do I want to let that strip go all the way across the card? Let's see here. Nah, I'm going to cut it down. There we go. I'm off of there. Okay. I have several raindrop stencils, and this is kind of, this one is from Altenew, and it's really kind of my favorite. All right, one card down. There we go, just ready for a sentiment. He's so cute, the expression on his face. He's such a happy cat. I found these little envelopes on Amazon. They are 2.5 by 5.5. I needed them for something that would fit in there. Anyway, they're great for small dies, and they're also great, like here I just took one of each of these and stuck my pieces inside the envelope to be ready for me. The little snap does make them a little bulky, but when I use them for dies, I just put one right side up and one upside down in my bin. So anyway, I really like those. And now here is the little kitty cat rolling in tulips. This is a smooth, this must be hot press watercolor paper. Is not my greatest job ever of watercoloring, but you know, it's good enough. Sometimes I think we're too critical of our projects. It's handmade, it's not going to be absolutely, positively perfect. Let me grab out card here. And I got to do a few pink butterflies on this one. Did I get out a pink blending brush? No, I did not. This is a not too shabby. It's not available. Can't remember. Seems like this was like a special thing, either in a kit or my junior box of the month or something. It's real cute. So let me grab a pink ink. I'm going to do cotton candy. And I'm just going to use the mini. These are from Simon Hurley. Love these brushes. They're sort of expensive, but I made the mistake of getting a couple to try. I love them. So this is just going to be just a simple background. And I don't even have to do the whole entire thing because we're going to have our kitty cat semi in the center. I'll probably end up doing the whole thing anyway. I am not good. Some people are really good about blending so that they have a little shading on one side of their image when they stencil, but not that great at that. Just throw my ink on and hope for the best. And there we are. So our pretty pink butterflies. Aren't those cute? And this was, I already told you that. This came in the advent calendar. So, and I'm not going to cut this down because this really takes almost the whole card front. I think I do want to pop this up just a hair. And I'm using this very thin scrapbook.com foam tape. I love this stuff. I know I say that every single time I use it, but that's because it's true. Okay, let's just cut this in half. I had to readjust my camera because some orange and white person was in here chewing on it yesterday. I had to fuss at him. He has just been on a tear. I was sitting in the chair with the heating pad on my back, and he jumped up and was being all loving, and he bit my nose. And it wasn't a love bite either. Or he may have meant it for a love bite, but he bit hard. Stinker. I guess I could have put this over. Darn it. Okay, now I got it too far. We're going to leave it alone here. I like to put it down. I don't like to put it like just dead center. I don't know why. Here we go. Get this foam tape off. Sorry, I keep put just a little glue. I do this mainly so that it doesn't just, because the foam tape is so sticky, doesn't adhere just immediately in case I need to straighten it up. But I try not to put too much because sometimes I feel like when I put too much, I set it aside, I feel like it sort of slides around. Okay, that looks good enough to me. And let me grab another card base. And I want to tell y'all how much I appreciate you watching my videos and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot to me. Sorry, I'm not good at being all mushy, but I don't usually use like a whole, do the whole card front like this, but that is actually quite pretty. So there's that one done. Now this is, and I don't know where I put this stamp set, but this is a this is from a Sweet Miss Daisy stamp set. It's got the kitty cats, and is it on my desk here covered up? Give me 1 second. And then I still have another panel to color, and I have 2 more that I stamped out. It is not. I don't know where I put them, and I find that very aggravating. So anyway, I'll find them. But I got two stamp sets from her. They're real cute. One of them is like cats and dogs on the beach. It's got a lot of beachy sentiments. And the other one were the birthday cats and dogs. No clue. Of course, I've been using my desk to work on, because I've been working from home, so it's been sort of a juggling act. Because I have the 2 computers on my desk. This is usually covered with work stuff, so I have to keep putting all my work stuff up, and I also have to put all of my crafting stuff up. If I haven't been doing a lot of crafting, but anyway, I have to put all that stuff up when I'm done with it. So there is no telling where I put my little stamp sets. I am going to use, this is an old Tailored Expressions embossing folder. It's Graphic Impressions Birthday. I'm sure this has been retired a long time ago. Because it's pretty old. Let's see. I want to do white or color. Do you have that soup? No, I don't like that. I'm going to go with white first. Oops, I'll move this plate. That one's the 3D. It's kind of hard to run it through my machine if I don't have the embossing folder. That looks semi-straight. And this piece in here too. It's not shifted. Yes, that needs another shim. So, there's every brand of embossing folder, seems like. I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Every random embossing folder, it seems like I have to do my sandwich a little bit different. So, can you see this? There we go. I think that kind of shows up pretty good. It's got all the words, happy birthday, wish, may all your wishes come true, candles, ice cream, party, hip hip hooray, celebrate. It's your day, eat cake. And I'm going to cut this down just a hair. Almost 5 1/4, just a little over and a little over 4. And I am going, of course, I made these strips all the way. And I'm going to use this to glue my pieces. Glue, glue. I am getting a big old mess here. Okay, and I'll cut that overhang off after I glue these down. This card is actually for a friend. Her birthday is this week or next week. And I'm just now getting around to doing it. I haven't done a whole lot. These images are about all I have done for past month. I did do one other one, which was my, okay, I'm going to have to cut another little piece off of here because I don't quite get these. Just gonna do this, just cut this on down to 4 by 5 1/4. Sticking on my trimmer. And there's our 2 kitty cats. This one has a cupcake, and this one has a present. They're so cute. I did them pale gray, and also, by the way, I used one of my Color Cube cards I had a different card in mind at first. So I picked out these inks to go. And I was not going to use a gray. But then I remembered we're both cat people. I have 2 cats. She has 6. And my assistant director, she and her husband have 6 cats. I can't imagine. But anyway, so then I picked out colored pencils for gray cats. I did most of the colors except for this. I didn't have anything that really matched this pink. It's sort of a pink, purpley pink. And that's why I also chose these pattern paper colors. So, and I've got to mail this. So I don't think I'm gonna, yes, I am gonna pop it up too. I have some small pieces here that I can cut down. If this video is getting a little long for you, feel free to just do it double speed. And as you can see, I like to put plenty of foam tape on. Just need a little bitty piece for that tail sticking out. And more whiskers over here. Okay. One down, one to go. I hope you are all doing pretty good. This medication the doctor has me on has really helped with my back pain. But boy, it gives you dry mouth really bad, and there's like a bad taste in my mouth a lot of the time, which are all some of the listed side effects. Oh boy. But I'll take that over the pain any day. It also makes me really dizzy, so I haven't been able to drive, which is, I think I've probably told y'all all this already. So I hope you all are not having to go through anything at the moment. It's no fun, I tell you. Oh, something to drink. Oh. My husband went to McDonald's and got me a frozen Coke. It's great because the iciness really helps that dryness. My throat starts to get sore. Let's see. Here, I am going to put this one up just a hair. And then I'm going to put the sentiment up there. I have not stamped out a sentiment, but I'll do one after after I stop recording. I will print out the happy birthday. Because I obviously didn't do one ahead of time. I've got the perfect sentiment. I will get it out and show it to you. I've not pulled off that piece of tape. Okay. We are going to put this kitty cat here. So there we go. And let me grab that sentiment. I ordered this from Riley and Company. Because it's sticking to me. Happy birthday. Just another year closer to being that crazy cat lady. So that's just perfect. So that is going to go on this card. As a matter of fact, I'm not even going to put that on the card base yet. And one more to go. Put this embossing folder back in its envelope. Put it right back in the drawer here. So I get at least one thing off my desk. And our last card is this cute little Gigi. It might be Gigi, but it's probably Gigi, but I call Kiki Gigi all the time. So, and I use that Pink and Main die to cut these out. Cut off a little piece of flower there, but I'm not fussed about that at all. And it's so funny because this sort of goes with the colors in here too, with the pink and the purple and the gray. Oh, and the brown coneflower centers. But I just love this stamp set. I've done a few cards with that, but I sent the other ones off already. And I have this pretty, this is Altenew Organic Linen 3D, and it's one of my favorite embossing folders. And this time I have to take all the stuff back off of Sheen because I need a different sandwich for the 3D. My fumbly fingers can get one piece of cardstock out. And get this in here straight as I can. Whoops. Push that all the way to the top there. And let me put it through the machine if it will go. I said a lot of times I really have to. It's fine. Play around with the sandwich for different brands. I don't know if you can see that. This thing doesn't autofocus, and it's sort of a pain focusing every time. And I'm going to use that side. You can use either side with this one. It's pretty much interchangeable. Mm-hmm. I'm going to put just a tiny bit of color on here, so it's not quite stark white. Trying to be press down on this brush too hard. I don't want a ton of color. Okay. That is good enough for me. So let's put this piece down. And we are in the home stretch here. I know this video is a little long. Longer than I usually do. And I know I hate to keep people a really long time because there's just so much to watch now on YouTube. There was a lot when I first took up card making again back in 2019. There's even more now. It was fun picking out a color cube card and matching my inks to it. Might be a little crooked, but it's okay. And there she is. Let's see if I can make sure it's focused. She is so cute. I just love this kitty cat. She is one of my new favorites. Love all these cat stamps. And I just sent out a bunch of cards to some people on my address list, because I haven't been, for the past year, I have not been good about sending out cards. And I bought this, it's been quite a while back. This is from Not Too Shabby. It's her Shabby Snips One and Done Sentiments die. Right now she has this one stamp set. I believe she is working on coming out with another stamp set that works with this. And somewhere I have a whole envelope like this full of sentiments, and I used them on the cards that I just sent out. I'll show you this real quick before I go. Can you see that? I can't tell if this thing is focused or not. Anyway, sending a smile, thinking of you today. Hope this brightens your day. A little sunshine for you. Sending happy thoughts. Wishing you a lovely day. Warm thoughts always. Just a cheerful hello. Hope today feels brighter. A note to make you smile. And thinking of you with a smile. So these are sort of generic. But it's great for when you just want to send somebody a card and it's not like an occasion, like a birthday or anniversary or whatever. It's also great if you send cards to Creative Kindness or another organization. And I also have cut out a whole set of these, and then stamped other sentiments from other stamp sets on them as well. So I just wanted to share that real quick. I don't know if I have shown that before. And that, let me uncover my mouse, is all I have today. Thank you all for watching, sticking around with me. I would appreciate a thumbs up. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.